Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. On this nice occasion, we are from Group 9. We would like to present about the theory of ESP, English for Specific Purposes, and need analysis. Here are the group members of Group 9. The first one is me, Melynda Windy A. My number is 12, and then my partner, Ramadhania Nur W.A, number 13, and then Rani Dyah A, number 14. So in this presentation, we will talk about two main topics. The first one is the theory of ESP, and then the second one is need analysis. The theory of ESP consisting of the definition of ESP, and then the differences between EAP and EOP, and then English for vocational schools, and then the advantages of ESP, and then the roles of ESP practitioners. Meanwhile, for need analysis, we will talk about the definition of need and need analysis, and then the purpose of need analysis, and last but not least, technique for collecting data and need analysis. So let's jump to the material. The first one, the definition of ESP. Here are some opinion from some expert. The first one is according to Noonan in 2004. ESP is a component of language teaching that has an important aspect in producing materials, the development of curriculum, pedagogy, research, material design, and building motivation for students to learn the target language. And then the other opinions from Jadili Events in 1998, ESP is something that is always related to the need analysis, text analysis, and how to prepare students to be able to communicate effectively in their study or work situation. And then according to Bernard and Zimich in 2003, ESP is kind of courses that are usually more focused on their aims and make use of a narrower range of topic by defining topic, analyzing the learner's need, and playing an important role in deciding what to include in the course. And then the second one is about the differences between EAP and EOP. English for academic purposes, or EAP, is a kind of course that is designed for learners who have needs related to academic purposes. Meanwhile, for English for occupational purposes, or EOP, is a course that is developed for learners who have needs related to work and training purposes. English for academic purposes, or we call it EAP, focuses more on learning English in academic environment. Meanwhile, for EOP, English for occupational purposes focuses more on building skills in real communication to help work success in the future. The example of EOP like English for tourism, English for nurse, and etc. And then, where does English for vocational high schools belong, EAP or EOP? English for vocational high schools belong to EOP. Why? Because one of the branch of EOP is English for vocational purposes. And as we know, EOP focuses on how to teach English, which is still related to student work later. This is in line with the aim of vocational high schools, which is to able to prepare students so that they can immediately work after graduation in accordance with their respective fields ranging from engineering, health, and others. Therefore, it will be more beneficial for vocational students if they can learn English, which is directly related to their major. And then the next part will be presented by my friends, Ramadhania.
All right, thank you, Melly, for the opportunity. So in this slide, I will explain about the advantages of ESP. The first one, according to Daniel Evans and John, 1998, ESP provides benefits to students to prepare themselves to be able to compete and communicate effectively through the tasks provided by their work situation or study. And then the second one, according to K. Westerfield, the ESP has one definite aim to introduce learners to the specific communication needs of their future academic and professional discourse community. And then the last one, according to Barnett and Zimah, 2003, one of the advantages of ESP is the learning process has a clear goal, because in this case, the students' needs are a priority, so that later it can be decided what material or method suits the students' needs. And then the next slide. Here, there is the roles of the ESP practitioners. The first one, as a teacher. The ESP practitioner have to create change of learning and also choose the appropriate teaching method. It means that the teaching method and also the material used should based on students' needs. And then the second one, as a collaborator, the ESP practitioner should collaborate with other ESP practitioner and also subject. Subject here is the students. And then the third one, as a course designer. As a course designer, the ESP practitioners have involvement in compiling or creating their own materials by using authentic materials or text. Besides, as a course designer, the ESP practitioner have to conduct need analysis, material preparation, and also evaluation. And then the next one, as a researcher, the ESP practitioner should be preoccupied with the student's target needs, goals, and also interests. Besides, as a researcher, the SP practitioner have to upgrade his knowledge in the subject matter he's teaching and also look for the authentic material. And then the last one, as an evaluator. Evaluation here is carried out to know the effectiveness of the program being implemented. So, as an evaluator, the SP practitioner should consider the different stages in the evaluation process. And then in this slide, there is the definition of need. According to Hodgkinson and Waters, 1994, needs are the need for linguistic feature needed by students and will produce an English learning ability in the target situation or field. It means that needs are everything related to our students, which we must be able to fulfill by teaching English related to the target situation or field of our students later. So the next slide will be presented by my friend Rani. Time is yours.
All right, Nia, thank you for the opportunity. Now we are going to the new slides. This is the definition of need analysis. Actually, every student has different needs in their learning process. In ESP learners, the teacher must identify the need analysis of learners before determining their learning context. So, what is need analysis? Yeah, need analysis is the process of identifying language and skills that are used in determining and refining the content for ESP course, and also can be used to assess learners and learning at the end of the course. Yeah, need analysis is the first step in the ESP learning process. If we are already able to identify the language and what skills are needed by students, then it will make it easier for us during the learning process. Okay, we are going to the next slide. Now, here is the purpose of the need analysis. The first one is to collect the information on problems or learning needs that students need to learn English in their field. The second one, to identify the language skills used in determining the context of ESP. The last one is to assess or measure students' achievement at the end of the learning process. Okay, the next slide. Now, how do we collect data for needs analysis? Yeah, need analysis data collection depends on the needs and the existing courses. This is because the information will be collected based on each existing problem. Now, there are several ways or several methods to collect the data for need analysis. The first one is the observation. The second one is the survey. The third one is the interview. The last one is the questionnaire. Yeah, observation. Observation is a method to measure individual actions, behaviors, circumstances, conditions of the object under study. The second is survey. Survey is used to elicit people's beliefs, opinions, characteristics, and behaviors. And then the third one is interview. Interview is a method of analyzing data by asking questions directly to the respondents. And then the last one is the questionnaire. Questionnaire is data collection techniques by submitting or sending a list of questions to be filled out by the respondents. And then, so these four methods are often used as the main sources of need analysis. All right, now, here is the example of the collecting data for need analysis. This is the need analysis of student understanding. The teacher can distribute questionnaires or interviews as a process of analyzing the difficulties that students face. The teacher will collect the data and decide on the right material for ESP students. So the teacher used questionnaires and interviews method to collect the data of need analysis. All right, so that's all for our presentation. If there are any questions, comments, or suggestions, please don't be hesitate to say it. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.